What's going on, beautiful people? How y'all doing out there tonight? It's Monday night. You're watching Sports Talk with B. Watts. I'm your host, Bernard Watts. You got to do me a favor. Please do me a solid. As you tune in and as you watch the broadcast, can you just hit my like button? Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. Place a comment in the comment section and everything will be fine. If you do that for me, I really appreciate it. I'm telling you, yes, I do. And if you'd like to go a little further and support the broadcast in any kind of way, cash out me, super chat, or you can just simply join the membership. I want to thank everybody who already have done that, and I appreciate y'all. Y'all just don't know how much I'm grateful that you continue to support this broadcast and for helping me to be able to bring you this broadcast on a daily basis by doing that. I really appreciate it. All right. Hey, got one of the best chat rooms on YouTube. All you got to do is get down in that comment section. They are one of the best. They friendly. They are supportive. And most important, they know the game. And they are professional. And they are respectable. That's why I'm glad to have them a part of this show. If it wasn't for them, wouldn't be no show. I'm going to let you know right now. So jump down in the comment section if you're new to the broadcast. Hey, and tell somebody about the broadcast, or you can share this video to somebody that you know. All right. And also always go back and check out the video that I have done previous. It will be and mean the world to me if you do that. All right. All right. Hey, we getting ready to talk about Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders made his debut on yesterday against Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. He got in the game during the second half because you remember Dylan Gabriel went out of the game with a concussion. Now, I watched the whole game. I don't know about y'all. I didn't see nowhere where he came up with a concussion. That's just me. I'm not on the field. I'm not inside the building. But, hey, one thing I do know, them fans started booing. Yeah, boy, that thing got loud. And I said, dog, I was back there in my room. I said, man, who they booing? Who getting booed? Because I didn't have my TV on in my bedroom. So I went back up there just to see what was going on. I said, dog, they winning. But yeah, boy, they showed the replay. Dylan Gabriel missed a pass, boy, and them Bluebirds came out. And by the time I came out of that bedroom, yeah, next thing I knew, my dog was coming on that field and them fans went crazy. What? Yeah, we're going to talk about that all tonight and going forward. So I got to say hello to my chat before I get started, though. Richard Miller is in the building. First time hearing that name. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Michael Lockhart, always a pleasure, my buddy. Miss Patty Lee is in the building. I'm grateful with that. I love CC. My dog is here, and I appreciate you. Kimberly, a.k.a. my dog is here, and I appreciate her. I really do. Kimberly Nash Williams, my dog is here, and I appreciate her. Appreciate her. Miami, my dog, my main man, my one and only, my shining star, my brother from another, Mr. Miami, 1776. What's up, fam? Mary Kay just said it. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Yep. It's breaking news. Shedeur Sanders is expected to be the starting quarterback this Sunday against the Las Vegas Raiders. That's good news. Miss Carolyn Shepard, what's going on? How you doing? I see you. Miss Bridget Maxson, how you doing? Appreciate you tonight. 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 Thank God. Miss Deborah Taylor, what's going on? How you feeling? Hope everything is all right. Miami, Mr. Miami gave me a super chat. Man, I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Appreciate everything you do for the broadcast, my brother. I'm going to start it early. Mary Kay just announced our dog going to start this Sunday. Let's get it. Yep. Yeah, I saw that too. Appreciate it, Miami. Breaking news. Miami on broke news on Sports Talk with B. Watts. Benson Jackson, what's going on? How you feeling? Miss Karen Broden, Hope I pronounced that right. Y'all know I am with words. Janet, what's going on? Carbon Structure, 7691. Val, Real Estate. I see you. I appreciate you. One Faith G. One Faith G. Nassau, Bahamas. Went there last year. Had a ball. Miss Harris, 3591. R. Crawley, 2544. Anthony Jackson, what's going on? The Rejected will be respected. You got that right. You got that right. You got that. Curtis Duff, my dog. Yeah, they done broke in my dog house. Shedeur Sanders, man, Shedeur out there running for his life. They're out there breaking into his house. That's why I work there. That's some nasty work there. Duff, that's nasty work, big dog. Kobe Cooks, what's going on? Good show, as always. Man, I appreciate you. Appreciate that. Tim Isaac, what's up? Appreciate you tonight, man. Appreciate you tonight. Jay Nicole, what's shaking? What's shaking? Be watched. Shedeur wasn't as bad as everyone making it seem. Hey, you know what? I'm going to talk about that. I saw the all 22. It wasn't on Shedeur. It was on his linemen and wide receivers. They running the wrong routes. One wide receiver wasn't even looking for the ball. Hey, I saw that. I saw that. I saw that. Kane the GOAT, what's going on? X in the cut. Lisa M. Rhonda, what's going on? Ladrill, I see you. And I appreciate you. I hope I got everybody. Val C. Jam, what's up, Jam? Maria S, what's up? All right. Once again, you're watching Sports Talk. We'll be watching. Do me a favor. Join the membership tonight. Make it be, let it be your night. Join the membership, join the membership, join the membership. All right, let's get on to it. Shedeur Sanders, hey, made his debut. He made his debut on yesterday. Now, at first, when I was looking at the game, and I'm glad that he got a chance. Now, he did some things in the game I didn't like I always saying. Can't go backwards. Ain't nothing good going backwards gonna happen. But it's up to him to break them habits. He got to break them habits. I can't talk it up on it. He got to do it. And I can't use the excuse that he haven't had first team reps. I don't care what kind of reps he had. He can't go back. They ain't teaching him that up there in that building. Now, the coaching staff should be fired anyway. But if they teaching him to run backwards, Dylan Gabriel ain't running backwards. Shedeur stop running backwards. And I'm through with that. You ought to know that. You ought to know that. Holding the ball too long, throw the ball away, and don't run backwards. I'm through. I hope you see this part of the video. Now I got to move forward. Shedeur Sanders, after watching all 22, some of that stuff went on Shedeur. Man, his offensive line, they couldn't pick up a block for nothing. The wide receivers running the wrong routes. The wide receivers weren't even looking for the ball. They had 8 men across their defensive line. Cleveland had 5 offensive linemen, wide receiver, a tight end, running back beside Shedeur, and they had another wide receiver on this side. They had 3 wide receivers on that side. After Shedeur's first 2 passes, he completed, but on that third, Shedeur got the ball, dropped back, and the wide receiver that was on the left, he came across the middle, and guess what? He supposed to look this way. Guess what he was doing? He just running like Lassie. You know the dog Lassie? He just jogged across. I said, what the heck? I saw Chase Daniels over there. He got a podcast and he got a YouTube channel. He showed that video of the breakdown. I said, what the? Yeah, what the? What? Wide receiver just jogging. One even. Shedeur was getting ready to throw in the ball. And that's why he ran backwards and tried to get away. They sacked him. I said, God, that's some nasty work. And he also showed me, Miss Carmen Swiss, ring my bell. I also kept watching Chase Daniel break it down. I said, okay, one place Shedeur bailed out to the right. He bailed out to the right. And I be done. Wide receiver just ran the wrong route. And guess who it was? Jerry Jeudy. I said, he supposed to be one of the top 100 players in the NFL last year. Instead of him kept running to the sideline with Shedeur, he gonna run upfield. I said, what in the world Jerry Jeudy doing? Are they trying to sabotage my dog on purpose? Did Kevin blow the whistle? Listen, if you're on the first team, you should know the play. Shedeur is a backup quarterback. They don't even want him on the team. If he know the plays, and if y'all don't know the plays, but they blaming Shedeur. Even me. They had me blaming Shedeur. But after I watched the all 22, no. Kevin Stefanski need to be fired along with the offensive coordinator. Big White, Tommy Reed trying to be. I don't give a damn what he's trying to be. He ain't trying to be with Shedeur. Y'all believe if he's trying to be that with Shedeur, he ain't. Why did he change the plays when Shedeur got in? They ran the ball with Dylan Gabriel, but Tommy Reed changed the plays when Shedeur got in, running them 20-yard dig route. Man, he ain't got time to run no damn 20-yard downfield. He got 8 and 9, 10 players on the down line of scrimmage trying to take him out. The defensive coordinator told you all week long, yeah, I'm ready for Dylan Gabriel, but we getting ready for Shedeur too. If he know Shedeur gonna play, why in the heck the head coach of the Cleveland Browns didn't know he was gonna play or didn't prepare him to play? The defensive coordinator, not the head coach, the defensive coordinator, coach, or said, I'm preparing for Shedeur. I said, dog, that's a bold statement now. That's why I did the video. Y'all said, B, why you making that video? That man ain't playing. And I be damn. All of a sudden, a concussion came up. The crowd got so loud, booing. Kevin Stefanski said, shit, I don't need me keep going out there. They're going to boo us if I keep throwing Dylan out there. Shedeur, you up? Huh? Shedeur, you up? And boy, when he came out there, man, I swear, I was looking at a video over there on X. When Shedeur came in the game, he said, Lord, thank you, Jesus. God is in the... Boy, Shedeur got him going crazy. Hey, what that female rapper used to say? Boy, I got him going crazy. That rapper, she said, got him going crazy. Yeah, hey, Shedeur got him going crazy, man. Y'all think I'm lying? Listen to him right here. Diane Brown, I see, hey, Shedeur got him going crazy. I love CC. Got him going crazy. Where Art just at? He in the building? Shedeur. Hey, you would think Michael Jackson or the Beatles was in town. Okay. You ain't like that. I forgot y'all young folk. Y'all young folk, all right? Hey, you would think Drake was in the building. Okay. Y'all still young, okay? Young folk, all right? You would think NBA Youngboy was at a rap concert out there after you heard that right there. Okay. For the older crew. Okay. Miss Diane Brown, I see. You would think James Brown was in town. You would think, hey, you would think the New Edition was in town. Listen to this. Okay, y'all like that here. Okay, y'all church folks, all right? For y'all church folks. When you hear a sound like that, you would think the Williams brothers was on stage. Yeah. Sweep around your own front door. Yeah, try to sweep around mine. Yeah. Shedeur got him going crazy. Man, got him going crazy, man. My dog. But hey, anyway, but still. Now, Shedeur going forward. I'm past that game there. All right, ain't nothing we can do about that game. That game's over. All right. Lisa M, that game over. Ain't nothing I can do about it. Shedeur must prepare himself now to get ready for the real test. Yeah, Wayne Hood, what's going on? Lionel Richie, I know you're a Lionel Richie guy. Yeah, you would think Lionel Richie on the stage. Boy, they went crazy. Boy, they went crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah. Listen, going forward, Shedeur got to get himself ready mentally, because I'm gonna tell you what the narrative is out there. Rev Nelson, what's going on? See, the narrative is even me. You know, I got my doubts at time too. I don't know if Shedeur can break them habits, because the last 2 games that's film out on Shedeur, preseason and this past game, going backwards. And the game looked bad. Did he have some flashes in this past game that he'll be all right? Yeah. But see, I don't know what's going on behind the scene when you're dealing with the offensive coordinator, Tommy Rees, and the head coach, Kevin Stefanski. You see, if the Cleveland Browns was really serious about this situation, and if I could take them serious, they'll go ahead and come out front right now. Say, hey, we seen Dylan Gabriel, we messed up in the draft. We messed up. We were just trying to stick to our guns because we thought we had it right. That's what real men do. They come out and say, hey, baby, I'm sorry, I messed up. I won't do it no more. And if you can forgive me, let's move this thing forward. If you still love me. If they really love Shedeur, they will come out and confess to their sins. And they cover up that they did Shedeur wrong along with the NFL. Shedeur, we finna get this thing right, and we gonna put all of our resource, all of our backing behind you, because we thought Kevin Stefanski need to be doing this. We thought Dylan Gabriel was a better quarterback than you because he played in a conference that was better than the Big 12. He had 6 years of college of playing football, and you only had 2. Because your first 2, you played at Jackson State. And for at the NFL, we don't count that. They can say something like that. You know, Shedeur understand. See, if they were serious, they got to come out front first and commit to Shedeur and admit they was wrong with Dylan Gabriel. Because Dylan Gabriel, he looked bad. That's why the Cleveland fan base rejecting him. When the players come up, when they come up to that stage and pay their money, they let them know we don't want no Dylan Gabriel. We don't care what Kevin Stefanski say. We don't care what the owner say. We don't care what the GM say. We don't want to see Dylan Gabriel no more. And they let him know. But with them boos, they was winning. This dude was 7 for 8. He didn't what, 10 yards? I mean, hey, at the time, he didn't have a 10 yard when they booed him. They were booing him. The crowd was letting them know. Yeah, you drop the ticket price so they can get there to $5 and $6. I get that. But they letting them know we don't want Dylan Gabriel. And the Cleveland media none came around too. I heard something crazy today. It's a dude on the media. He said he wasn't on Shedeur fan. But he said when Shedeur came in the game, he said he raised up to the edge of his seat. That's excitement. Dylan Gabriel don't do that. Excitement. I heard Bull and G. Bush them on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. Bull said, hey, I came up to the edge of my seat. At least he made an attempt to throw the ball downfield. Now, they say he had a bad game, but he didn't have no first-team reps. And they're not going to grade him out on this. But they would like to see what Shedeur can say. Jay Crawford, another. He's not a Shedeur Sanders fan. Jason Lord, not a Shedeur Sanders fan. I watched some of their show today. But hey, it is what it is. They'd rather see Shedeur get a full week of practice and let them go out to the Las Vegas Raiders game, and then they'll make their judgment. But I'm here to tell you, Shedeur Sanders is going to be in a win and a lose situation against the Raiders. If he do good, they're going to say, oh, that's just the Raiders. You both went out there and did that. And then if he do bad, they're going to kill him. So this week, he can't win. I'd rather him can't win than lose. I'd rather be equal than a negative. I'd rather Shedeur go out there and play good and they win than him play bad and they lose. Because he play bad in this game, third quarter, they're going to Bailey Zappi. And Shedeur won't play no more this year. That's my theory, and I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to say that one more time. If Shedeur Sanders get a whole week of practice and go out to Las Vegas Raiders and play the same way, and it looked the same way it did this Sunday and the past preseason, Shedeur would never play a game at quarterback for the Cleveland Browns no more this year. I'm telling you what's going to happen. It's been reported to Deshaun Watson. They finna lift and put him on that 20-day thing. I heard Mary Kay talking about it just sometime this week. They going to put him on that practice squad. Bailey Zappi going to continue to be the bag-up quarterback, and they're going to run Dylan Gabriel out there. Where they going to leave Shedeur? Shedeur must take care of the football, and he must go out there and take advantage of this opportunity. Because if he don't, he won't play no more this year unless somebody get injured. He won't. Kevin is setting it up just like this. You got to read. I'm reading between the tea leaves. I could be wrong, but I'm reading. I studied. And when that report came out, I said, dog. I start putting one, me and my neighbor, we talk at the mailbox all the time. I said, hey, Shedeur got to come up. Shedeur got to get, this is the opportunity. He got to get it right. They finna get ready to move from it if he don't. The owner is behind Kevin Stefanski. I'm convinced. And that offense coordinator, I'm convinced they are behind each other. That's why you don't hear or see the general manager. He by himself on the island. Shedeur his guy. He out there by himself. That's why you don't hear nothing from him. That's why you know how we used to hear from the general manager. We don't hear nothing from him no more. Nothing. No more. You don't see him. You don't hear him or nothing. And that's why it's important that Shedeur go out there and handle business. He got to go out there and handle business because it could be it for him. A lot of pressure on the young man. There's a lot of pressure on the young man. A lot of pressure on him. So he will be starting, according to Mary Kay, this Sunday. He got to take advantage of it this week. Now, his teammates, they love him. They love him. You ain't never seen Jerry Judy go out there and perform like that. That catch that he caught on that last drive, he made an extra effort trying to get that first down. You ain't never seen that out of a player because he was trying to win because Shedeur was in the game. He brought that energy. And on that last two pass plays, especially that pass to Gage had just caught that football, the conversation will be different today and yesterday. If he had caught that touchdown pass, it would have tied the game. And the play before that, when that dude, Isaiah Bond, in the back of the end zone, Shedeur spin out. He spin out and ran out toward the left, point his finger. He was pointing his finger, telling him, go to the pylon. Shedeur throw it to the pylon. Isaiah Bond, stop. What in the fuck? Man, why you stop? Why did you stop, bro? That was a touchdown. You had to kept running. He stopped in the end zone. And then when he saw the ball got halfway there, he started back running. I said, too late now. He don't throw the ball. Oh, man. That's some nasty work. That is some nasty work right there. So I just can't blame Shedeur on some of the things that went along in that game. His wide receivers, they just weren't on the same page. And his offensive line, they were missing block. I seen on Chase Daniel All 22 breakdown. Number 44 is back there with Shedeur. And Shedeur telling him to step up for the pass rush. Man, this dude went up there trying to block number 14. Some kind of way, man, I don't know what he did. Man, he went up there like a little punk, a little sissy. That dude don't rolled off him and back down Shedeur. Soon as Shedeur had the ball, I said, man, you don't get these clowns out my here with Shedeur. And why Quinshon Junkins went back there with Shedeur? Why he ain't back there running the ball just like he was running the ball when DG was back there? That's why I blame the offense coordinator. Get rid of him too. Man, they talking about he want a head coaching job. Man, I helped you find you a head coaching job. Get away from Shedeur. Cause they ain't with Shedeur. They with Kevin. The quarterback coach too. All of them together. All of them are linked together. Shedeur don't need none of them. At first, I thought Kevin should be the one that called plays for Shedeur, but now, oh hell no, get out of there. No, all of them need to go. Everybody, the owner, everybody need to go. Need to go. They need to go. He don't need that offensive coordinator. I'm going to tell you right now. I hope they fire at the end of the season. Kevin too. Get him out of there. Get him out there. If they gonna go with Shedeur. Shedeur can be their quarterback, but they got to commit to him. They got to love him. They got to want him. They got to do everything they can for him during the offseason, just like they did the rest of them. Dylan Gabriel. Even better than they treated Dylan Gabriel. He don't need to look over his shoulder. They need to say, no, you ain't got to worry about no other quarterback. You the quarterback. We're going to build our offensive line through this draft, and we're going to find you a wide receiver in the offseason. Free agent. Dallas Cowboy got one. Finna be a free agent. Get him. Get him. The one that came from Pittsburgh. Steelers, sign him. And then let Jerry Judy be the wide receiver number 2. I'm just saying, man, get them away from Shedeur. Get them away from Shedeur. Hell, Shedeur, call your own plays. Get together with your wide receiver and call your own plays. And another thing, if the guy that's calling the plays, Tommy Reese, why didn't he call a screen? Why didn't he call no draw plays? Why he didn't call the screen? Why he didn't run the ball? Soon as Shedeur came in, they started throwing the ball. Why Shedeur can't dink and dunk? Why Shedeur always got to throw a 20-yard pass? How in the hell you going to throw a 20-yard pass? He got 8 people running at him with a 5-man offensive line. He was on the run every time he snapped the ball. They had the defensive coordinator told the prep. He told everybody, you know, if I can hear it, I see it. I'm in Georgia. I ain't got no part of the team. Why in the hell did Kevin didn't know it? The defense coordinator, Coach Orr, told you, boy, we getting ready for Shedeur. I said, huh? Why they do that at? I'm just saying, man. Yeah, they was, hey, yeah, you're right. Hey, they set him up. I said, man. I said, this don't look right. They all in on it. And Andrew Berry know they all in on it. That's why he keeping quiet. Because the owner done gave the power to the head coach. You decide who to play. You decide who to play. You decide who to play. And that's wild work. That's nasty work. Man, y'all need to man up. Owner, you need to man up. If you really didn't want Shedeur, if you really didn't want it, you should have damn traded. Why in the fuck, excuse me, why in the hell, excuse me, why in the shit, excuse me, why in the heck you want a first-round draft pick for Shedeur when you waited till the 5th round? If you really thought Dylan Gabriel was your guy, or if you really think your next quarterback in next year's draft Get Shedeur out of there. Get him out of there. You should have traded for the 5th round draft pick that you select him in. That's the value that you wanted. You wouldn't have lost no value. You say, okay, Shedeur, this team here want you. Pittsburgh wants a 5th round draft pick for you. So we're gonna take the 5th round. You did it to Kenny Pickett. You did it to Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco helped you in the past. It helped you win Coach of the Year. Shedeur ain't done shit for you. Shedeur ain't done a booty thing for you. If you didn't want him, if you wasn't gonna support him, if you won't gonna get behind him, if you wasn't gonna put all the resource in him, and especially you don't want him to run offensive plays with the #1 offense. What you think Dylan Gabriel is? Hogan? A robot? His little short ass, you know he had a chance of getting hurt. But you don't want Shedeur to get first team reps. Man, miss me with that baloney. Miss me with that doo-doo. It stank, it smell, your whole team smell. It's stinking. That's why nobody want to come to that dump. That's why your stadium is empty. That's why you got to charge $5 to $6. But if you really had sense of in the business, which I know you know, all you had to do is went out there and say, announced it a week ahead of time, just like you're doing now, your stadium would have been packed out, and you could have charged the same thing that the Carolina Panthers did in the preseason. You watch what the Raiders do. You watch how Las Vegas do it. Man, them tickets gonna be sky high. Sky high, sky high, sky high. They finna make some money off Shedeur. They gonna be gambling, smoking their cigar, drinking their beer. Instead of going to the boxing match, they going to see Shedeur. That's how you get an event on. They ain't standing in Las Vegas Raiders. When you go to Vegas, people from everywhere down now. Oklahoma, Florida, Georgia, Kansas, Alabama. They from everywhere, Colorado, everywhere go to Vegas. You know what they gonna be doing down now? Yeah, we on a vacation, but guess what? We finna get ready to go see Shedeur. How about them ticket price? $300. We ready? We ready? We ready? Yeah, that's what they gonna be doing. Man, they ain't gonna be studying that. Y'all so backwards. And you really thought they were going to come out there and see Dylan Gabriel at quarterback. Y'all crazy. 1, 2, 3. That's why your organization's bad. That's why your organization's bad. Shedeur is your franchise quarterback, but you got to put the resource around him. Got to put your resource around him. I'm kind of got like some of y'all. I don't even want Shedeur to play in this game coming up. I'm scared. I don't trust him. I'm at the point now. I don't trust him, Maria. I'm at the point now. I don't trust him. Because if you really look at it, they might be trying to set my dog up. Because they don't want Shiloh in the league. They don't want Coach Prime in the league. And they could be trying to run Shedeur out the league. They could try to be making it look bad. You don't know nothing. You can't put nothing past the NFL nor the Cleveland organization right now. See, at first I was trying to get them benefit of the doubt there. NFL, Greg kept telling me, no, be what? I said, I got to give him I don't believe that collusion stuff, but shit. Yeah, 100 collusion. 100. Kevin wouldn't do that, y'all. Y'all be what, Kevin? Y'all kept telling me, Kevin, nah, man, after this stuff I done seen, yeah, he will too. Yeah, he will. No, time to reach for Shedeur. He wants Shedeur. He wants Shedeur because he trying to be a head coach. After what I saw yesterday, nah, time to reach just like Kevin. Yeah, they don't want Shedeur in there at all. He ain't dependent on Shedeur to take him nowhere. He in the system. Tommy Reese is in the system. They gonna give to him regardless because he ain't the same color I am. He been with Nick Saban. He ain't trying to help Shedeur because if he would, He didn't run that ball. I tell you what, go back and check and see how many times they ran the ball when Shedeur went out there. Man, Shedeur's first 3 plays was a pass play. They didn't let Quinshon Judkins go out there. So how in the hell is Tommy Reese is for Shedeur? How is Tommy Reese is for Shedeur? And he didn't call no running play, no screen play. Quinshon Judkins wasn't even in the game when Shedeur out there. So how in the heck he supposed to be for him? Y'all can miss me with that. I don't need nobody texting me talking about Tommy Reese. Tommy Reese ass need to be fired just like Kevin Stefanski. Fired. Fired. They need to be fired. Yeah, you're right. You sure right. Yep. They're going to reap what they sow. They set my dog up. It's a setup. It's a setup, Shedeur. Be aware. When you find out, if you practice this week, Shedeur, if you practice this week, Shedeur, when you practice this week with your offensive line and they get in the game with that bull jump, that offensive line and them wide receivers ain't looking for the ball, you already know what time it is. You should already know what time it is. They say you up, big dog. They all in this shit together. They all in this stuff together. Trade my dog. Trade him. Get Shedeur out of Cleveland. Y'all tank this shit by yourself. Y'all sank this ship by yourself. Get Shedeur out of Cleveland, Coach Prime. Get him out of Cleveland. From what I saw, when I looked at that all 22, Chase Daniel said they won all Shedeur. And I said, I'm going to see what this dude talking about. And when I looked at it, yeah, damn, wide receiver, same color as me, going to come across to Miller, Shedeur running for his life, and he going to turn his head this way instead of looking back at the quarterback. Man, I said, what the hell? Ain't nobody on him. Nobody on the wide receiver that coming across the Miller. He's the outside wide receiver. He coming off the 2 wide receivers. When they running out there, he coming across the middle, didn't even look back for the ball. Shedeur had the ball ready to throw it. He couldn't throw it. The wide receiver wasn't looking. Shedeur, you should have did the Dylan Gabriel to him. Hit his ass dead in the head with it. Yeah. Now that's one thing you should have damn did with took from Dylan. If that was Dylan would have knocked him upside the head and said, yeah, it's his fault. It ain't mine. But Shedeur trying to be the nice guy, trying to make a play because he know what he's up against. Because they are favoring Dylan Gabriel. So he got to go out and make a play. Man, I would have took that ball and knocked his ear hole out. You know that hole right there on his ear? Yeah, you come across that Miller. I'll try, man. You would thought we at the fair. You know that fair where you throw the ball and you try to get that ball in that circle and that balloon will go up. Man, I would took that ball. But yeah, you gonna look the next time. I'm gonna try to knock your ear hole out. Hey, I would have too, man. Shoot, man. I said, man. Wayne Hood, I'll try to knock the ear hole out. Yeah, we at the fair. Yeah, at that fair. We at the fair. I'm waiting on, I'm trying to throw this ball through that hole and that balloon gonna go up. Yeah, and I'm gonna get my prize. You run your ass across here again, don't look. It's crazy. Yeah, get rid of all of them, Miss Karen. Miss Crystal Wise Williams, get rid of all of them. Yeah. Soon as they hit it in the ear hole, ding, 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 ding. Yeah, I won. Yeah, Shedeur what you doing. He should have been looking. Yeah, he should have been looking. What kind of play we running? He come across the middle and don't look. Yeah, man, I said, y'all don't believe me. Go to Chase Daniel YouTube page and look at the breakdown. He gonna show it right there. He breaking it down. He showing it to you 3 times. He showing it to you 3 times. I love CC. I love CC. I will put another whole hour out. Hey, ding, 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 ding. Be what you won. What I win? I want that bell right there. Yeah. Hey, I'll try to knock her. I'll drill another hole in the hill. Gonna run across there and talking about. he running a route. Why are you gonna be a wide receiver and don't look for the ball? Come on, man. They sending 8 players every third down. Not every other third down. Every third down. They blitzing 8 players. And they ain't got the 5 offensive line. See, Shedeur, that had been me. I would tell Jerry Judy, you ain't gonna catch a damn thing. Bring your ass on up on over here. Come on. Get right there beside that tight end and block. Running back. You know you ain't finna run the ball. Get up there on that line beside that Tiger and get ready for that blitz. Hey, since you don't want to look for the ball, come on down. I don't need you out there. Get your butt right here. Now, I got 2 wide receivers. I'm gonna do like this. That means you run a crossing pattern. You run a slant. You run a slant. That's all I need. The first one open, that's who I'm gonna give it to. But y'all ain't finna kill me. You ain't finna keep blitzing me. And the offensive line too crazy enough to look and see. Look at him. See, y'all think I'm playing. Look at this. Watch this, family. Look at this. Well, y'all don't seen this at before. Who do this? Who run this? Let me see, can I find it? There it is right there. Well, y'all don't see that at. You don't see that in Little League. You don't see that in Pee Wee. You don't see that in high school, junior high. They got 3 offensive linemen over there on 1 player. On the left side, they got 3 offensive linemen on 2 players. And they got a linebacker right there coming down the pipeline at Shedeur. At Shedeur. You see what the dude said? What in the actual blank is happening right now? Someone need to investigate the Brown front office and Kevin Stefanski. They're going to get Shedeur something to kill doing dumb blankety blank like this. Dumb doo-doo stuff like this. That's straight dumb. Appreciate the article, Uncle Steve. Yeah, appreciate it, Uncle Steve. Uncle Steve, you're right on this one, boy. I said, look at him. Look at him. Who do that? This the first team now. And y'all want him to take first team rep with this? You want Shedeur to take first team reps with this clown, with this circus right here. This is a circus. This is a circus, a clown show. They got 3 offensive linemen, 3 blocking 1 man. And 2 of the guys ain't blocking nobody. They just sitting over there. And here come a lineman on a blitz. A linebacker on a blitz. And Shedeur that's sitting back there like a sitting duck. And you got 3 more offensive linemen on the left blocking 2 men. Colorado don't do no stuff like this. Uh-oh, my bad, Coach Brian. My bad, Dion. My bad, Jordan C. My bad. I'm just saying, it is what it is. This got to be the craziest thing I ever seen in my life. Who do that? What are Kevin Stefanski saying in the film room to the offensive lineman when they do that? We got to coach better. We got to do the thing that we need to do to make the quarterback look good. And it started with me. We got to put our players in the best position. He said that same take every other day. This dude said somebody need to investigate the Browns front office and Kevin Stefanski. I said the same thing, big dog. Shedeur, I don't know if I want you to play in Vegas. I don't know. They should have traded my dog. They should have traded my dog. They should have traded. Mary Kay, here we go. Appreciate it, though, Mr. Miami. Mary Kay said, Brown, Shedeur Sanders is expected to start Sunday game in Las Vegas with Dylan Gabriel in the concussion protocol. Barring something unexpected, Sanders will make his starting debut, becoming the 42nd Browns starter since 1999. Damn, Mary Kay. Mary Kay, you hit below the belt on the Browns on that one. They don't have 42 starting quarterback since 1999. Damn, somebody sang a song 1999. Oh, yeah, Prince. 1999. They ain't had a starting quarterback since Prince song 1999, y'all. In 1999. I know some of y'all wasn't born, but hell, I was. I'm still in the world. 1999. You know how long that been? Do y'all really know how long that been? You can tell they don't ran by quarterback because they drafted 2 quarterbacks this year. And they chose Dylan Gabriel before they chose Shedeur Sanders. That's some nasty work. That is some nasty, nasty work. Yeah, they need to get rid of Kevin and Tommy Reese. Both of them need to go together. They set my dog up. They ran the ball with Dylan Gabriel and called short passes for Dylan Gabriel to get the ball out of his hand. But when Shedeur came in, they didn't run the ball at all. Matter of fact, they took the play caller, Tommy Reese, he took Quinshon Junkin off the field. Off the field. The best running back they got. They didn't even throw a screen pass, but one time. And the right tackle got blowed up. They pushed his ass all the way back in the backfield. They had one play. Chase Daniel showed one play on the left tackle, even though the starter got hurt. Number 14 is a safety that came straight up the middle and knocked him on his butt. He weighed 350 pounds. The safety don't weigh but 240. Let that sink in. He showed it. I said, dog, knocked him on his butt back there, what you do? He weighed 350 pounds. The safety don't weigh but 240 pounds. Knocked him back there, what you do? And that's why Shedeur's bailed out. He was back there up on Shedeur so fast, soon he got the ball. And that's the offensive line they want Shedeur to get reps with. They didn't draft no offensive player on the offensive side of the ball this past year. They didn't go in the free agent and try to sign no offensive lineman, no wide receiver, and expected Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur to come and save their franchise. You see, Shedeur, at least Shedeur, they would have been on once again if Shedeur was a starting quarterback the first game of the season. If they had treated Shedeur just like they treated Dylan Gabriel all through training camp, all through preseason, and let him play starting quarterback all for they've been on once again. Shedeur would have been able to figure this thing out because that game started slowing down for Shedeur in the fourth quarter. He came out of that thing. He hit the tight end. Then he came back and hit Fannin. Then he came back and hit Jerry Jeudy. And then he threw that pass down there to Isaiah Bond, but he didn't keep running. Then he bailed out to the left and slung that thing down there to Gage. He hit Gage with a perfect pass. He just didn't bring it in. Now the defensive player did make a good play, but Gage got to come back to that and snatch that thing. That would have put him and Shedeur on the map. They would have been the talk of the time if he had made that catch. Shedeur Sanders and Gage would have been the talk of the time, even though Shedeur is still the talk of the time, but it's in a negative way on the other side. But we're going to keep it positive on this side. Yeah, Shedeur Sanders would have been, man, they would have said, man, we don't need no quarterback. We got our franchise quarterback. Some of them saying that now. But you still got some out there, you know, they like a windshield wiper. Side to side. They don't know where they want to be. They don't know where they want to be. But to me, Kevin Stefanski, they got to man up. Say, hey, we messed up. We took Dylan Gabriel. We thought Dylan Gabriel would be a better quarterback than Shedeur. And I'm trying to figure out how in the heck they would think that. His dimensions don't line up in the NFL for to be successful. He 5'8", 5'9", 5'10", or whatever. He's short. He can't see over the line of scrimmage. He don't have no big, strong arm. That's why he can't push the ball downfield. He didn't have to do that in Oregon, just like Uncle Steve said. He didn't have to throw the ball downfield. He had 5-star offensive lineman, 5 stars running back, 5 stars wide receiver that can run a 4-3. All he had to do is dink and dunk, and they can run their way to the end zone. That's how he got his numbers. Ain't like he went down there and sit up in the pocket like Shedeur on the run for his life at Colorado and still throw the ball to Travis Hunter, Jimmy Horn, LeJounte, and Will Shepherd on a consistent basis. Come on. Let's make this thing make sense. Y'all set my dog up, and I don't like that. Even Coach Prime said, I'm happy, but I'm sad the way how they treat my dog. Yeah. I'm happy that he got his shot, but I don't like how they doing it. Just like Shannon Sharp said. On Nightcap. He never heard of a bag-up quarterback not taking first-team reps. At least 2 per section. Shedeur Sharp said they take 10 plays in one section. 2 of those plays go to the bag-up quarterback when John Elway was on playing. Chad Ochocinco said the same thing. You got 10 damn plays in that session. 2 of them plays go to the bag-up quarterback. They dysfunctional. They got personal agendas. They trying to prove that they are right and everybody else wrong. Just because you got an Ivy League degree don't mean that you were right. That's why that other guy got the heck out of there. He went to the baseball side because he know they finna fire his ass at the end of the season. And I got a feeling Kevin know too. That's why he gave up them play calling. Andrew Berry know too. That's why he didn't do that press conference. When they lost to the Jets that Sunday, they met Monday with their owner, and that's when all hell broke loose. Andrew Berry canceled his press conference with the media. The other guy got the hell on with the baseball. Kevin Stefanski gave up play call. What that sound like to you? What that sound like to you finna happen? It should if it don't. At the end of the season. No, you ain't finna quit now. You gonna earn this little damn check. This your shit you want to put out there. You finish the season off. And when the season over with, y'all already know what to do. Pack your bags up and get out of here. And take your offensive coordinator with you. Tommy Reese with you. Shedeur, we're going to be all right. Yeah. We're going to be all right. Shedeur, you just got to hang in there. We're going to be all right, big dog. Hang in there. Just stay healthy. Don't get hurt. Don't let them clowns get you hurt, big dog. Your future is still bright. I just wish they get you up out of Cleveland. You heard it right here on Sports Talk. We'll be watching. They don't deserve it, big dog. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. It's just like a relationship. Hell, you ain't showing no interest in me. I get the hell on myself. Yeah. Get that. Hey, kiss that booty and get on. Yeah. Toot it up and get out of there. Yeah, you don't want me. I'm trying to prove myself. I'm doing everything I can. I'm taking your regular offense, trying to make them better. But you want this one? I tell you what. You can have her. You can have her. Yeah. Huh? You can have him. You can have her. You can have him. That's what them relationships all about. Fellas, y'all know. Ladies, y'all know. Hey, you don't want me? Shit. Deuces. Yeah, I that shit turning out now. 6 months later. Yeah. Why you keep calling me? Yeah. Sports talk. Sometimes you got to, hey, Shedeur. Hey, Shedeur. Don't be no fool. Don't be nobody fool. Especially for the NFL. Don't be nobody clown. Don't be nobody janitor. Don't be nobody clown nor janitor. Let them find their own clown. Their own janitor. They want to keep going to the circus. Keep throwing that DG out there. Let him go out there. Let him go out there with them lions and tigers. See how much See how many people gonna come and see that show. Yeah, let them have their own circles. They won't continue to be. Mary Kate that told you 42 quarterbacks in 1999. What that tell you? Hey, what kind of show? Yeah, a Donkey Duke show. Yeah, exactly. You know what it means. You know exactly what it means. Tomorrow night, JR Boxing and Uncle Steve. Make sure y'all come back. Hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. Chat, appreciate y'all. Y'all the best. Don't let nobody tell you anything. I saw somebody join the membership. I think it was Lisa M. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go about it, but y'all were locked in. I just don't like how they treat my dog. I had a different show I was going to do until I went over there and watched Chase Daniel, all 22 breakdown. I said, man, that's a setup. What kind of wide receiver go out for a pass and the pass look like supposed to go to him and he don't look back for the ball? What kind of offensive lineman take 3 offensive linemen to block one guy and they let a linebacker that come straight up the middle at Shedeur? Man, that's a setup. Tommy Reese didn't run the ball not one time when Shedeur was in the ball with Quinshon Junkie. When Shedeur was in the game. But he wants Shedeur and he trying to be a head coach somewhere. Yeah, I wouldn't let him head coach my Pee Wee team in my backyard. Peace.